is to make a delicious, juicy, tender roast. This recipe right here smacks it so delicious. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some roast. And when I make roast, I always use that boneless beef chuck roast. It's always gonna be nice and tender. You're gonna need some vegetables. We got a nice, beautiful green and red bell pepper, a sweet Vidalia onion, okay? And we're gonna make some potatoes on the side. So I have some Idaho potatoes. You're gonna need the zesty Italian dressing, okay? You're also gonna need some spices to make it come together and taste good. So we got salt, pepper, garlic powder, parsley flakes, and paprika. Make sure your hands are impeccably clean. Let's make roast that tastes good. I hope y'all are having a great day today, and if not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this recipe. Anybody in the comment section below, let me know when's the last time you had roast that tastes good. Roast that was tender, it was juicy and flavorful. If it's been a while, you're in for a treat. This recipe right here is absolutely amazing. Every time it's amazing. So the first thing we're gonna do is let's season up this meat really good. Don't you be afraid to season. When you season it, you give a good flavor. If you're afraid to season it, it won't have the flavor that you're looking for. That was paprika and it's not smoked. I'm going in with a nice amount of onion powder, a nice amount of garlic powder. There we go. Some black pepper and salt, and we're gonna flip this thing over and do the same thing. If you can't use salt, just simply leave it out. Let's get this other side nice and seasoned. All right, beautiful. Oh, the spices smell so amazing. I cannot wait to eat tonight because it's been a while since we've had roast. It was about time for me to get in that kitchen, make a good roast recipe. Lovely. I always like to tell everybody it's so important that you let that chill come off of your meat, because when you take it out of the refrigerator, it's super cold, and if soon as you take it out the refrigerator, you put it in the oven, it's gonna cook up dry. It'll be rough and dry, but if you let it kind of hang out on the counter for a while, let that chill come off of the meat, it'll always cook up nice and juicy for you. So now we're gonna cut up some bell peppers. Bell peppers is not only just gonna give it a great color, but it gives great flavor to your recipe. And I like to use the different colors because it makes it nice and pretty, right? So we're just gonna do what I like to call a rough chop, okay? So just like this, quick and simple. There's nothing hard about this recipe. This recipe comes together super quick. Just let's go ahead and get our peppers right into this 9x12 baking dish, and then we're gonna cut up some nice sweet Vidalia onions. Cut us up some onions. And same thing, just a nice rough chop. You don't have to, this is a huge onion. I'm not gonna use this whole onion. All right, beautiful. Nice fresh onion. I'm praying that, please Lord, not today. I don't want my eyes watering. Here we go. Break that thing down. Quick and simple, right? Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our meat that's been seasoning, all right, and we're just gonna nestle it down right on top of these beautiful vegetables, and then we're gonna take our Italian dressing. Be sure to get the zesty kind if you can find it. We're gonna put the whole bottle. The whole bottle goes on top, all over that veggies, just like this. And I will always use like a bottle and a half, okay? So I'm gonna use a half of this bottle as well, all right? And then we're gonna put a half a cup of water with this. Ooh, lovely, my goodness, you can imagine how it smells. Let's go ahead and put a half a cup of water in here. And I wanna talk about the dressing. I know, cause some of y'all can't understand, like I know she didn't put a whole bottle of Italian dressing. Yes, we did, and guess what happens? That dressing turns into the most beautiful gravy that you have ever had. It's so delicious, right? And so now that we have our water in, we're gonna give that water a nice mix around, and this is gonna go into the oven 365 degrees until it's done. Do not cover your roast when you put it into the oven, because if you do, you'll just steam it. You don't want your meat to be steamed. I like to serve a quarter potato alongside of my roast. Okay, so this potato does not go in with the roasting pan, okay? So what I like to do, let me show you. We're going to get it nice and peeled. We're going to cut our potato into quarters. And what you do is you cook your potatoes until they're nice and fork tender. You all know what fork tender is, where you're going to take your fork, poke it inside of the potato, and if it goes in with ease and slides out with ease, that's fork tender, right? So once you get that, you're going to drain the water, of course. And once the water is drained, you're going to put butter on top of your potatoes, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and parsley flakes to make it nice and gorgeous. And these are going to be some of the most delicious potatoes that you've ever had. We make these potatoes served as a side dish with a lot of recipes. Okay, so let me show you how I quarter the potatoes. It's so easy. Just like this. What you're going to do is rinse your potatoes off several times with cold water until the water runs nice and clear. Once it's clear, you know that you've gotten rid of some of that starch that we really don't need, right? And so I've done that, and this is cold water that the potatoes are sitting in. What I like to do is salt the potatoes to give them some good flavor. We plan on cooking these for around about 25 minutes. Once you drain your potatoes, I don't want you to handle them too much because you don't want to turn them into mashed potatoes, right? You want them to keep, that shape that they have. So what we're going to do, we're going to season them, right? I got garlic powder. Put your garlic powder on. Your desired amount of salt. If you can't use it, I always tell everybody, leave it out, right? Lovely. And then we're going to put some black pepper. Of course, we're going to put some parsley flakes because it makes everything nice and gorgeous. And then you lay your pads of butter on here. You can cover it with foil to get the butter melted. But if your potatoes are still hot, it'll melt that butter. And voila, you're going to have some of the best potatoes served alongside of your roast. Y'all, take a look at this roast. Now, our dressing has turned into the most delicious gravy you have ever tasted. And so here's what we have to do now. Let it set for about, let's just say 5 minutes. And then we're going to go in with a knife and a fork and we're going to cut it or shred it apart. See how easily it cuts. It cuts like butter. Once you get it nice and sliced up, guess what you're going to do? You're going to take all of your meat and put it back into the gravy. Look at that meat. Let's get it right back into this amazing gravy. Dinner is served. Let's taste. I know you want to bite. I'm about to give you some. Oh, I'm super excited about this. I'm going right in for the meat. It's hot. So tender. And the potatoes. Make you some. You're going to enjoy this.